सवेरा
कि तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया, पाके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया। पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया, अब पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया। ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा,
ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा।
तू मिला तो मिल गया जीवन मुक्ति अधिकार, तू मिला तो मिल गया जीवन मुक्ति अधिकार।
तूने आकर हमें दिया जन्मों का खोया प्यार, तूने आकर हमें दिया जन्मों का खोया प्यार। मांगते थे जो दर दर उन्हें दाता बना दिया, मांगते थे जो दर दर उन्हें दाता बना दिया।
पाके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया,
पाके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा सब तुझको पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया।
ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा,
प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा।
तुझ में पाया है संसार, खुशियों का तू है भंडार।
तुझ में पाया है संसार, खुशियों का तू है भंडार।
कौड़ी जैसा था ये जीवन, हीरा बना दिया। कौड़ी जैसा था ये जीवन, हीरा बना दिया। तूने हीरा बना दिया।
आके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया।
आके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया।
ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा।
ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा।
रोम रोम ने राहत पाई, रग रग में तेरी याद समाई। रोम रोम ने राहत पाई, रग रग में तेरी याद समाई।
शिक्षाएं तूने सुनाई, मर्यादा की राह दिखाई। शिक्षाएं तूने सुनाई, मर्यादा की राह दिखाई। दुखों ने ले ली विदाई, वरदाता पा लिया। दुखों ने ले ली विदाई, वरदाता पा लिया।
पाके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया।
आके तुझको बाबा सुख का सार पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया।
पाने का ना कुछ रहा जब तुझको पा लिया।
ओ प्यारे प्यारे बाबा, ओ मीठे बाबा।
Om Shanti. Good morning. There is a relevance between the song that we heard just a while ago and the song which is mentioned in today's Murli, which says that after we found Baba, we have attained everything. There is nothing left to be attained. So in today's Murli, Baba explains with so much love that who is teaching you, and so who is in front of you and who is communicating with you. Along with that, Baba also says that when children belong to Baba, children say that, Baba, I belong to you, however I am, whatever I am. And Baba also says in return that Baba also accepts the children the way they are. Baba says that the moment that you children recognize the Father the way He is, then you will be able to take the inheritance from Him. So God is also bound by which bond? So Baba says when children just call out the Father that, "O purifier, Baba, come." So Baba is also bound to come and purify the impure souls. However, children say that, Baba, just make me healthy so that I can make more effort. So Baba says that Baba has not come for this purpose. Baba tells us to just take the doctor's advice or support. Baba teaches every child in the same way through Murli, and it's children who take everything whatever they want from Baba. So we have called Baba to purify us. So this is the most important duty that Baba comes and does. So today's date is 13th April 2026. Let's listen to Murli, and the essence is, sweet children, you are becoming the masters of a world where there are no limits. It's a wonder how you claim the kingdom of the whole world with the power of yoga. Question: with which bond of the drama is the Father also bound? Answer: Baba says, I have come personally in front of you children. I am bound by this bond. Unless I come, the tangled thread can't be untangled. I don't come to give blessings or have mercy on you. I don't even revive the dead. I come to purify you from impure. The song: having found you, I have found everything. Om Shanti. When you children hear the words of the song, you should have goose pimples, because you are sitting personally in front of the Father. No matter how many scholars, pandits and gurus there are in the world, none of those human beings know that the unlimited Father comes every 5,000 years. They don't know many things, but one of the prominent aspects which is taken by Baba in today's Murli is that they don't know that unlimited Father comes every 5,000 years. It's the version is mentioned in the Gita that whenever there is the extreme irreligiousness or unrighteousness, at that time God comes. But when somebody has that potential to recognize Him, that aspect is not mentioned, and it will not happen until the Father comes. Only you children know this. Children say, whatever I am, however I am yours. The Father also says, whatever you are, however you are my children. You know that He is the Father of all souls. Everyone calls out to Him. The Father explains, there is such a great shadow of Ravan. Not a single one can understand why they don't experience happiness from the one whom they call the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. They have forgotten. Only that Baba gives us that inheritance. The Father himself explains, no one can understand such an easy matter. The Father explains that the Supreme Soul, He's the Father, He's the one who gives us the inheritance. There is a relationship with Him, and He's not omnipresent. So the aspects of the path of devotion are so firm that we are not able to understand these things. The Father explains that He's the same one whom the whole world calls out to. You just think Brahma Baba is in front of you, where Shiv Baba comes and takes the costume. It seems to be very simple, but the one who is remembered by the whole world, the same one is sitting in front of you. However, the people of the world will not be able to recognize. However, even among us, the Brahmin children, we are not able to recognize the Father, and we forget Him. They call out, "O Khuda, O Rama," and while calling out in this way, they leave their bodies. That same Father is teaching you, the one whom the whole world remembers. So your intellects have now gone there. Baba has come exactly as he did in the previous cycle. Baba comes every cycle and purifies you and takes you from the degradation to salvation. It is sung, the purifier, Father of all. You children are now sitting in front of Him. Baba just explains in different ways so that our intoxication and happiness just remains constant. Who are you children? You are the most beloved and sweet children. Baba just gave the introduction of himself and also our own introduction, that we are those special chosen children of God. So Baba says that you are the most beloved, sweet children. This refers to the people of Bharat. The Father takes birth in Bharat. The Father says, I take birth in Bharat, so they would definitely be loved the most. Everyone remembers him. Whatever religion someone belongs to, he remembers the founder of his religion. The people of Bharat, they don't know that they belong to the original, eternal deity religion. We worship the idols of deities. We forgot that we belong to the same religion. Baba explains that Bharat is an ancient land. So they ask, who says that only Bharat existed before? They have heard many things. Some say one thing and others say another. Some say, who says that Shiva, the Supreme Soul, spoke the Gita? Sri Krishna was also the Supreme Soul and he spoke the Gita too. They say that God is omnipresent and the whole game of His. All of these are the forms of God. God adopts many different forms to perform his divine activities, and God can do whatever he wants. Now you children understand how powerful Maya is. Maya has locked the intellects of Baba's children so much in such a way that children are not able to understand even such simple things. So today they say, Baba, I will definitely claim the inheritance and become Narayan from an ordinary human, and tomorrow they won't be here. You know how so many divorced Baba and left. They used to drive Mama around in cars. They are no longer here today. Even such good ones entered the company of Maya and fell to such an extent that they fell right to the bottom. So while seeing everything, Baba says, what does he say? So Baba says, those who understood this in the previous cycle, they will understand it once again. Baba becomes detached observer. At the same time, he becomes our companion, and he explains that only those children who recognized in the previous cycle, who studied in the previous cycle, they will come again. Look what's there in the world nowadays. Look at what are you children becoming. You heard in this song where it is said that we are claiming such an inheritance that we become the masters of the whole world. There is nothing limited there, whereas there are limits everywhere here. They say if your airplanes, at that time also it was said, and nowadays such things are happening. If your airplanes enter our airspace, we will shoot them down. There is nothing limited there. This song is sung when no one understands the meaning of it. The one who composed, who had written the lyrics, he had just made that song as per that movie. So the people of the world, they sang those songs which had their relevance. So Baba had already said that such children come and they sing the songs which will be heard by the people of the world. And today the people of the world also sing songs which make some relevance. So Baba says the song is sung but no one understands the meaning of it. You understand that you are truly once again being made. This is the word that is once again, that is the word which performs wonders. Baba says you understand that you are truly once again being made into the masters of the world by Baba. So you have been around the cycle of 84 births many times. So do you think that we have the proportion of happiness and sorrow? Is it 50%, or do you think it varies? So Baba says you experienced sorrow for just a short time, but you experienced a lot of happiness, and this is why Baba says, I gave you children limitless happiness. In Bharat, when the people of the world, that is foreigners, came and they created violence, and this relates to that 16th or 17th century. So that was the end of the cycle. So at that time we experienced sorrow, and prior to that there was abundance and people were happy in Bharat. That's why Baba says, I give you children limitless happiness. And what's the condition? But now don't get defeated by Maya. Baba, the father has many children. Not everyone can be worthy to the same extent. When someone has 5 to 7 children and 1 or 2 of them become unworthy, they would spoil his head. Even if 1 or 2 of them become unworthy, at that time also Baba says that they would just spoil, they would disturb everything. They would squander hundreds of thousands or millions of rupees. The father would be a completely righteous soul, whereas the son would have nothing in his account. That is the account of the human beings. Baba has seen many such examples. You children know that all the people of the world are the children of the unlimited Father. The Father says, this Bharat is my birthplace. Baba's birthplace is Bharat. Everyone values his own country. If they leave their bodies in another country, they are brought back to their own country. The Father comes in Bharat. Even if someone shirts the body in foreign country, they just bring back that costume or the body back to their country through flight. So Baba says that Baba comes in Bharat and he also gives you people of Bharat your unlimited inheritance once again. You children say that you are once again becoming deities, the masters of the world. You were those masters. Look what your condition has now become from what you were. This has become your condition while taking 84 births, 84 rebirths. The drama has to be understood. This is called a play of victory and defeat. Baba just gives various titles for drama, and today Baba says that it's a play of the victory and defeat. This is a play about Bharat, and you also have your own parts in it. You Brahmins, Baba just praises this land and of course praises you children. So Baba says this is the time where the victory of the children, that scene is going to happen. You Brahmins have the highest parts of all in this drama. You become the masters of the whole world and you experience a lot of happiness. No one else can experience as much happiness as you experience. Even when we think about the copper age, all the conflicts, the battles and the diseases start. But the souls of the golden and the silver age, they experienced happiness, and we are Baba's children who are sitting here. We experienced that happiness. The very name is heaven and this is hell. The happiness here is like the droppings of a crow. Today they are multimillionaires, but you don't know what they might become in the next birth. This is a world of sinful souls. So earlier it used to happen that if someone is a multimillionaire, they would have that status in one birth. But after gradually people started thinking that whatever abundance or whatever the property they have, their generations can just enjoy that. So nowadays, whatever the souls of the world accumulate, that gets wiped out due to any other reason, but still they accumulate. One of the sisters just related this story. The sister was in one country and she was removed from that country and she just reached another country and she was completely bankrupt at that time, and she made so much effort and she did so much and accumulated. Now the country is just telling her to leave the country, and she's compelled to come to Bharat. So we are not sure in the present time that whatever we earned, that is the physical income, whether that comes with us or not. So that's why Baba says this is a world of sinful souls. The golden age is the world of charitable souls. You are becoming charitable souls, so you must never commit any sin. So Baba just draws our attention towards this one thing. Because we have chosen the path of ascending, so we must not turn back. So Baba says you must never commit any sin. Always be very straightforward with Baba. We have to be with Baba. We must be straightforward, clear, focused, with honesty. So Baba has this interesting question. Baba says, so from when does the role of Dharmaraj starts? So do you think it starts from the copper age or the moment when we reach the subtle region? So how many of you think that the role of Dharmaraj starts at the end of the cycle? How many of you? How many of you say that Baba's role is already taking place now? And what about the rest? So when will Baba play the role of Dharmaraj? Just think about it. And the response that Baba gives here is, from the copper age onwards, Dharmaraj has been constantly with me. From the copper age, that is from the moment that soul started performing those sinful actions. So the role of Dharmaraj also starts along with God, and it is also said that God sees everything. The account that God keeps, it's not about the physical book or physical writing, but God sees everything and He knows, and the account also gets settled. So Baba says, from the copper age onwards, Dharmaraj has been constantly with me. Dharmaraj is not with me in the golden or silver age. You have been donating and performing charity in my name from the copper age onwards. They speak of offering something in the name of God. By putting Sri Krishna's name in Gita, they have written that they offer it to Sri Krishna. Only the one Father gives the return. So from the copper age, when people started donating in the name of Sri Krishna, whereas what role or where would be Sri Krishna in the copper age, but he would not be seeing the account that people keep in the form of donations. So Baba says that in whosoever name we perform donations or we donate, it is Baba who gives the return, and this is why it is wrong to say that they offer something to Sri Krishna. Baba just clears everything in front of children. Baba doesn't even hesitate. Baba doesn't even hesitate to say this is completely wrong and that's right. Baba just clears every aspect. It's right to say that you offer to God. Nothing can be received by saying that they offer to Sri Ganesh. Nevertheless, I have been given something and or other to everyone as the return of their devotion. No one knows me. Now only you children know that you are surrendering everything to Shiv Baba. Baba also says that I have come to give you your inheritance for 21 births. It's now the stage of descent, and those who donate and perform charity in the kingdom of Ravan, they only give to sinful souls. The degrees continue to decrease because the accounts that we do in the name of donations or in the name of some charitable actions, whatever we do with intentions, good intentions, even in the kingdom of Ravan, that only gets with the sinful souls. The song that once we have found God, we have attained everything. So it's not a matter of one birth. It's about receiving that everything for 21 births. And only at the last moments of the cycle we experience little sorrow. And that's called the kingdom of Rama. And you can't say that that is God's kingdom. No, it's the kingdom of deities. The Father says, I don't rule a kingdom. Your original eternal deity religion has now disappeared, and it's now being established once again. The Father is the benefactor. He is called the true Baba. He is giving you this true knowledge of himself and of the beginning, middle and end of the creation. Baba is telling you this unlimited history and geography. The income is so great. You are becoming the rulers of the globe. They have shown a disgust of violence. In fact, it's the circle of this knowledge, and this knowledge then disappears. And this is your main picture. Even the knowledge it's not there even in the golden age. Of course, we have that awareness, but the knowledge disappears completely in the golden age. And this is your main picture. On one side is the Trimurti, on the other side are the pictures of the tree and the cycle. So Baba has explained, they have written that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. What does Baba say? Whatever is mentioned in the scriptures, all the things that created that ambiguity, Baba says everything is completely tangled up. No one but the Father can untangle it. Whoever comes, the founders of different religions, they have taken a little knowledge from Baba. They haven't taken the complete knowledge. So they have just gone and established their religions, which are the branches of the tree. But whatever confusion, whatever had to be sorted out, but they didn't sort out. That's why Baba says the Father himself comes and untangles it. The Father himself has come personally in front of you. He says, according to the drama, I have to come. I am bound by this drama. It's not possible for me not to come. Of course, the Iron Age is now. This is the time of the Iron Age, and people just see that it is the God's turn. However, there is a shadow. The shadow of Maya is just amazing that the one who has come, the souls are not even able to recognize him. So Baba says it isn't possible for Baba not to come. It isn't that I come and revive the dead or I liberate someone from his or her illness. Many children say, Baba, have mercy on me. However, there is no question of mercy, etc. here. You didn't call me to come and bless you so that you wouldn't incur a loss. You call out, O purifier, come. Remover on the path of devotion. Some things have been mentioned, but the actual facts have been not clear. That's why Baba says, remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness, come. Even the doctors are the removers of pain from the bodies. Is this why I come? You say, make us into the masters of that new world of heaven and give us peace. You don't say, come and liberate me from my illness. No one can receive peace or liberation for all the time. They have to play their parts. Those who come later have so much peace. Those who come at the initial stage of the world cycle, that is from the golden age, they experience so much happiness. But those who come at the later point of the time, since they reside in that supreme abode for a long period of time, they experience so much peace. So even now the souls are continuing to come down. They have stayed in the land of peace for all that length of time. According to the drama, those who have it in their roles will come. No one's part can be changed. Baba explains, there are very many souls residing in the land of peace who will come down at the end. This drama, the majority have started coming from the copper age, but souls start coming very quickly at a very fast pace as soon as the iron age starts. So those who are to come at the end will come at the end, and the tree has been made. You have to explain all the pictures that have been created. Many more pictures will continue to be made exactly as they were made in the previous cycle. The 4 prominent pictures were made and they were in front of Baba. Later they started organizing exhibitions. At that time there were 20, and today every wing has made different pictures, and Baba had known at that time, and that's why Baba said many more pictures will continue to be made as exactly they were made. The details of 84 births are in the picture of the tree. The drama is also in the picture of the cycle. The picture of the ladder is also being created. Human beings don't understand anything. It's just as though they are complete Buddhas. It's now in the intellects of you children that the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, who is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace, is teaching you through this body. The Father says, I enter the one who becomes the master of the world first. You know that you truly become Brahmins through Brahma. These things aren't mentioned in the Gita. The Father says, this one used to worship Narayan. He would still study the Gita while traveling by train. Baba. The role that Brahma Baba played, that is of Narayan, and while going through the cycle, while taking rebirths, how Baba just continued to worship that perfect stage or his own stage. So people thought he was a great and religious soul. Now all of those things are forgotten. Nevertheless, he has studied the Gita, etc. Baba says Brahma Baba has studied all these things. What about Shiv Baba? Baba says, I know everything. Just consider who is that you are sitting in front of. It's through him that you become the masters of the world. So why do you repeatedly forget him? The father says, the one who is in front of us, Shiv Baba, he is teaching us through Brahma Baba. So Baba has the information about everything. At the same time, he is making us the masters of the world. So in front of whom are we sitting? So Baba frequently reminds us that, children, in front of whom are you sitting? And Baba just explains wonderful things. So Baba says, I give you 16 hours a day free. So whatever responsibilities that we have, whether it's about managing your body, so Baba says, Baba allows you to use your time, that is 16 hours, but for the rest of the time you have to use it for this service. When you serve yourself, it means you are serving the world. Make such effort that while doing everything, you remember the Father for at least 8 hours. So Baba has left. He has allowed us to use that 16 hours to fulfill other responsibilities. But Baba says at least we must use those 8 hours for serving ourselves, which mean we are serving the world. So you are now unable to remember the Father for even 8 hours throughout the whole day. When you have that stage, then it will be understood that you are doing a lot of service. Don't think that you are doing a lot of service. Some give that. So Baba says in today's Murli that all that service which is done in Baba's remembrance, that is only considered as service. Some give very first class lectures. They don't have yoga at all. The pilgrimage of remembrance is the main thing. The Father says there is a big burden of sin on your heads. Therefore, wake up early in the morning and remember the Father. The atmosphere between 2 and 5 a.m. is the first class atmosphere. At night, souls become soul conscious, and that's called sleep. That's why the Father says, remember the Father as much as possible. The Father now says, Man Manabhav. Baba has explained so much, the introduction, the recognition of the Father, then about us children, that is about the souls, then about the world cycle, about the pictures. At last Baba says, this month, Baba gives this mantra, that is Man Manabhav, and this is the mantra for the stage of ascending. So Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. I think your wishes haven't reached Baba completely. The essence for Dharna, the first one, be straightforward and honest with the Father. You are the children of the benefactor Father, so you are therefore have to benefit everyone and become worthy. Second, while doing everything, definitely have at least 8 hours of remembrance. Remembrance is the main thing. It's by doing this that your burden of sin will be removed. There is no other option left. So there are various types of charitable actions, but the entire account of the sinful actions can be settled only through yoga. Today's blessing. May you be generous hearted and become a great donor by being a bestower and donating at every second with every thought. Those who have seen Baba and Mama, they have seen practically how Baba and Mama, their every thought, their every word was meant for service. And of course, those who have seen Dadis, and it's your fortune, those who have seen Dadis, they have also seen the practical examples. Day and night, the chit chat about the Gyan used to happen even at 11 p.m. Once there was the conference which was to be organized. I think this scene was about the conference which happened in 1984. So they were little scared about the aspects which were discussed in the conference. We went to Dadi. Dadi just left the hall after the session. There was some kind of cultural activities which were performed during that time. Just in the form of a drama they used to perform, and that is Brother Ramesh and Usha's sister used to do. So we would sit in Baba's room. It happened, we were there till 10:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. Dadi didn't come, and Dadi came by 11:30 p.m. because after the program Dadi had to distribute all the gifts, because all the actors or the actress, whoever had come during that time, they were to leave the next day after the program. There was that big gathering with Dadi. We told Dadi, we will meet you tomorrow morning. While looking at our faces, Dadi said that, was there anything serious? Then Dadi said, we can discuss right away. Then Dadi heard that news that moment, and Dadi said that, okay, just leave it to me, and what will Baba make? So the next program, that is the first program of the next day, it's a common practice that we let Dadi speak at the end of the session, but Dadi said, let me take the chance and do the session first in the program. So Dadi had given such a speech in that gathering that all the doubts, whatever confusion was there, everything was just cleared, where the audience felt that they had reached the right place. So Dadi just set everyone's mind with that one speech, irrespective of whether it's day or night. Dadi just focused on doing that kind of service. So the Baba explains about that blessing, that you children of the bestower aren't those who take, but those who give. You have to give at every second with every thought. When you become such a bestower, you will then be called a generous hearted and a great donor. By becoming such a great donor, you automatically receive great power. However, in order to give, your treasure store has to be full. You have taken whatever you need, and all that remains is for you to give. So continue to give what's left. It's the time to give. Continue to give, for by giving, your treasure store will become even fuller. It gets filled. Slogan: in order to claim full marks in every subject, imbibe the virtue of maturity. So with this virtue, you get full marks in every subject. And today's Avyakt signal: a humble soul can easily become a bestower of happiness. However, arrogance doesn't allow you to be filled with humility. If there isn't humility, service can't take place. The speciality of a server is that he is completely humble and bows down. Only then can he make others bow down. The more humility you have, the more humble you will be. When you are humble, there won't be bossiness, but spirituality. Just as the Father comes here with so much humility, so follow the Father in the same way. That day Baba said that Baba is the servant of his children, and teacher is also the servant of his students, and Guru will never say that he is the servant of his followers. Whereas here, the mother and the father and the Bap Dada and the Satguru, Baba just does the service. Baba is so humble. Who is Baba? So why has Baba come? For what purpose? So who am I, and to what extent have I recognized the Father? So Baba says we must be very clear, we must be honest, we must have that straightforward connection with Baba, so that Baba sees to what extent have I become transparent. So today's Murli has to be remembered, and the most significant part is that the one who is making us the masters of the world, we must at least remember him for at least 8 hours. Om Shanti. So all the surrendered brothers and sisters are going to receive the gift on the occasion of first Remembrance Day of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. 6 to 7 p.m. there is yoga, and 7 p.m. respected Mohini Didi ji will arrive there and she will give the gift. All are requested to carry your smart cards. And the evening meditation from 6 to 8 p.m. is in Dadiji's meeting hall. Tomorrow's Amrit Vela and Murli class will be in conference hall. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Prakash Mani ji. When we children have firm faith in Baba, we shouldn't even allow the thought that Maya came to us. Won over us or led us into any kind of wiseful act. Otherwise, so it means we haven't followed Baba's instruction to become voiceless and egoless. Om Shanti.